In a world saturated with information and distractions, our minds are in a constant state of flux. We are bombarded with notifications, deadlines, and endless content vying for our attention. This relentless pace can leave us feeling overwhelmed and disconnected, but what if there was a way to navigate this chaos? Imagine a still pond reflecting the clear blue sky. This is the potential of a mind trained in mindfulness. Mastering our minds is about understanding and working with our thoughts and emotions. It's about developing conscious awareness and choosing where we focus our attention. This journey inward unlocks a life of greater peace, purpose, and fulfillment. Join us as we delve into the transformative power of the mind with renowned life coach Jay Shetty. In his podcast, On Purpose, Jay explores human potential with thought leaders from around the globe. Today, we feature a poignant episode with meditation expert David. With decades of experience, David shares practical techniques for mastering the mind. Their discussion promises to be an enriching exploration of mindfulness and its impact on our lives. Prepare to be inspired by personal anecdotes, scientific insights, and actionable strategies for cultivating peace and focus. The need for inner peace and mental well-being has never been greater. Stress, anxiety, and burnout are pervasive, impacting individuals and communities. This relentless pursuit of success can leave us feeling depleted and disconnected. Prioritizing mental health is vital for a fulfilling life. By managing stress and developing resilience, we improve our well-being and positively impact those around us. Jay Shetty emphasizes the importance of mindfulness in our distracted world. Mindfulness is about bringing our attention to the present moment without judgment. David describes mindfulness as a muscle we can strengthen through practice. Observing our thoughts without judgment creates space for greater peace. This ability to detach from constant mental chatter helps manage stress and anxiety. Meditation is a powerful tool for cultivating mindfulness and inner peace. Shetty likens the mind to a busy marketplace, with meditation as a quiet corner to observe thoughts. David explains that meditation is about changing our relationship to thoughts, not stopping them. Shetty shares a simple meditation technique, focusing on the breath. This practice anchors us in the present moment and calms the mind. David offers insights into cultivating calm amidst modern life's chaos. He emphasizes creating daily rituals for stillness and self-connection. Even a few minutes of conscious breathing can make a difference. Self-compassion is crucial in the journey towards inner peace. Shetty reminds us that mindfulness and meditation are ongoing practices, not destinations. Shifting from reactivity to responsiveness is transformative. Mindfulness creates space between stimulus and response, allowing for skillful action. David compares the mind to a glass of muddy water, with meditation allowing the mud to settle. This clarity helps manage stress and make wise decisions. The journey from reactivity to responsiveness requires practice and self-compassion. The settling mind, finding clarity in the murk. David explains that meditation reveals inner peace and clarity beneath the surface. Shetty adds that creating space between thoughts and reactions is essential for managing stress. This shift from reactivity to responsiveness is a journey, not a destination. Approach yourself with self-compassion and gently guide your attention back to the present moment. Breath as anchor, navigating life's turbulent waters. The breath is a powerful anchor for mindfulness. Focusing on the breath brings grounding and stability. Shetty suggests using the breath to calm the nervous system and reduce stress. David shares the box breathing technique for regulating the nervous system and promoting balance. Thought surfing, riding the waves of the mind. Shetty introduces thought surfing as a metaphor for managing thoughts and emotions. Mindfulness helps us observe thoughts without getting swept away. David emphasizes awareness and acceptance of thoughts. Thought surfing takes practice and patience. The power of pause, choosing response over reaction. Creating intentional pauses throughout the day is a radical act of self-care. Micro-meditations can interrupt automatic reactivity and create space for intentionality. The power of the pause lies in its ability to disrupt the momentum of thoughts and emotions. This ability to choose our response is at the heart of mastering our minds. Integrating mindfulness into daily life. Small steps, big impact. Shetty and David advocate for small, manageable steps to cultivate mindfulness. Shetty likens mindfulness to tending a garden, requiring consistent effort. David suggests incorporating mindfulness into everyday activities. These small moments of awareness gradually cultivate a greater sense of presence. David guides listeners toward a deeper understanding of mindfulness by emphasizing the importance of sensory awareness. He explains that our senses, sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch, are constantly feeding us information about the world around us. However, in the rush of daily life we often go through the motions without truly experiencing the richness of these sensations. Mindfulness, he suggests, invites us to awaken our senses and experience the world with a renewed sense of curiosity and wonder. He encourages listeners to engage in simple practices that cultivate sensory awareness, such as taking a moment to appreciate the vibrant colors of a sunset, savoring the flavors and textures of a meal, or noticing the gentle breeze against their skin. Shetty adds that by paying attention to our senses, we connect more deeply with the present moment, and begin to appreciate the simple joys that life has to offer. He shares a personal anecdote about how cultivating sensory awareness transformed his experience of walking through nature. He describes how he used to walk with his mind racing, lost in thoughts about the past or future. However, when he started paying attention to the sights, sounds, and smells of his surroundings, he felt a profound sense of peace and connection with the natural world. Section 3. Gratitude, shifting focus to abundance. Gratitude emerges as a powerful practice for cultivating mindfulness and shifting our perspective from a place of lack to a place of abundance. Jay Shetty explains that our minds have a natural negativity bias, often focusing on what's wrong or what's missing in our lives. Gratitude, he suggests, is like a mental reset button, allowing us to interrupt this negativity bias and appreciate the good that's already present. David adds that gratitude is not about denying the challenges or difficulties in our lives, but rather about choosing to focus on the positive aspects of our experience. He suggests that even in the midst of hardship, there are always things to be grateful for: our health, our loved ones, the roof over our heads, or even the simple act of breathing. Shetty shares a simple yet effective gratitude practice: keeping a gratitude journal. He encourages listeners to spend a few minutes each day reflecting on the things they are grateful for and writing them down. This practice, he explains, helps to train our minds to focus on the positive, fostering a greater sense of contentment and well-being. Section 4. Building a mindful morning routine, setting the tone for the day. Jay Shetty and David conclude their conversation by emphasizing the importance of starting the day with intention. They explain that how we spend our mornings sets the tone for the rest of our day. If we begin our day feeling rushed, stressed, and overwhelmed, it's likely that these emotions will carry over into our work, relationships, and overall well-being. Conversely, if we start our day with mindfulness and intention, we create a foundation for greater peace, focus, and productivity. Shetty shares his personal morning routine, which includes meditation, journaling, and setting intentions for the day. He explains that these practices help him to ground himself, connect with his values, and approach the day with a sense of purpose. David adds that a mindful morning routine doesn't need to be complex or time-consuming. Even a few minutes of conscious breathing, gentle stretching, or expressing gratitude can make a world of difference. The key, he emphasizes, is to find practices that resonate with us and that we can commit to consistently. As Jay Shetty and David's conversation draws to a close, they emphasize that the pursuit of inner peace is not a selfish endeavor, but rather a profound act of service to the world. When we cultivate mindfulness and compassion within ourselves, we naturally extend those qualities outward, influencing our interactions, relationships, and communities. Just as a stone cast into a still pond creates ripples that extend far beyond the point of impact, Our own inner peace has the power to create a ripple effect of positivity and transformation in the world around us. Shetty highlights that when we are grounded in a sense of inner peace, we are less likely to be reactive, judgmental, or easily swayed by external circumstances. We become more patient, compassionate, and understanding in our interactions with others, creating a more harmonious and supportive environment for everyone around us. David adds that as we cultivate mindfulness, we become more attuned to the suffering of others and more likely to respond with kindness, empathy, and a willingness to help. Our own journey of inner transformation, he suggests, becomes a beacon of hope and inspiration for others, reminding them that peace, joy, and fulfillment are attainable, even in a world often filled with chaos and uncertainty. Shetty and David emphasize that the path of mindfulness is not about achieving a state of perfect stillness or eradicating all negative thoughts and emotions. Instead, it's about embracing the journey with all its ups and downs, recognizing that setbacks and challenges are an inherent part of the process. They encourage listeners to approach their mindfulness practice with a spirit of self-compassion, recognizing that there will be days when their minds feel busy and scattered, and that's okay. The key, they suggest, is to simply notice these thoughts and feelings without judgment, and gently guide their attention back to the present moment. David uses the analogy of learning to play a musical instrument. He explains that when we first start learning, we don't expect to play flawlessly. We accept that there will be wrong notes, stumbles, and moments of frustration. However, with consistent practice and a willingness to learn from our mistakes, we gradually improve our skills and experience the joy of making music. Similarly, he suggests, approaching mindfulness with a spirit of patience, persistence, and self-compassion allows us to gradually cultivate a greater sense of inner peace and well-being. Throughout their conversation, Jay Shetty and David offer a rich tapestry of tools and techniques for cultivating mindfulness and integrating it into the fabric of daily life. From formal meditation practices to informal moments of mindful awareness, they emphasize that there is no one-size-fits-all approach to mindfulness. The key, they suggest, is to experiment with different practices and find what resonates most deeply with our individual needs and preferences. They encourage listeners to view mindfulness not as a rigid set of rules but rather as a flexible and adaptable framework that can be tailored to fit seamlessly into our unique lives. Whether it's incorporating mindful breathing exercises into our morning commute, practicing gratitude while we walk in nature, or simply pausing to savor a cup of tea with full presence, they emphasize that even small moments of mindfulness can have a profound impact on our overall well-being. The essence of mindfulness, they suggest, lies in bringing a quality of conscious awareness to whatever we are doing, infusing even the most mundane activities with a sense of purpose and presence. As their conversation concludes, Jay Shetty and David leave listeners with a powerful message of hope and possibility. They remind us that by cultivating mindfulness, we unlock the potential for a life infused with greater presence, purpose, and peace. We begin to experience the world with a renewed sense of wonder and appreciation, savoring the simple joys of life and navigating challenges with greater resilience and grace. The gift of mindfulness, they suggest, is not something that we achieve once and for all, but rather an ongoing journey of self-discovery and transformation. It is a journey that requires commitment, patience, and self-compassion, but the rewards are immeasurable. By embracing the practices of mindfulness, we embark on a path that leads us closer to our true selves, to a life lived with greater intention, meaning, and connection. And in doing so, we not only transform our own lives but also contribute to a more peaceful, compassionate, and awakened world.